Now then, hearing the words, "you have Parkinson's," is life-changing. But for one man from Retford, that happened to him in his early 30s. Dave Wells was diagnosed in 1993 and has been living with the condition ever since. Now, when Dave was a teenager, he was in a band and he wrote a song called "Walk With Me." And Dave's school pals got together and decided to record the song, which has now been released. Yesterday, they hosted a launch party to promote the song, with every penny raised going to Parkinson's UK and a support group they're setting up in Retford. Ash Geaney went along to the event.
Hi, my name is Buddy. I'm Dave's son. Today is a celebration of my dad, of his life and of his resilience to Parkinson's. It's primarily a celebration of his love of music and how much he's persevered to still be here, and a celebration of the record that we've produced of one of his old songs.
It must be incredible because your dad wrote it when he was 17, and to think an impact it's made now, how has that made you feel knowing your dad did that?
I think it's truly brilliant. He is one of the most resilient people I know, and has repeatedly had experiences of near death and that sort of thing. So knowing that he's still here to be able to celebrate this and parts of his early life before he was impacted by Parkinson's, I think is amazing.
Just tell me a little bit about Dad. What does he mean to you?
Primarily it is that resilience. It's that just utter commitment to living, and no matter what, still holding strong and still being a part of everything. And no matter how many times he goes into hospital, no matter how many times he gets a bit worse, he's still always holding strong, and he has persevered through so much to be here, and it inspires me.
So pay attention, Dave.
Hello Dave, it's Neville here from Ready Steady Move down in Essex. We really enjoyed singing your song, and we hope you have a great time at the launch party.
My name's Marcus, also known as Chico, from our school days many years ago, and we've known each other since we were 11 years old. We decided a few years ago that Dave's old band, who were all schoolmates, wanted to do something to give Dave some joy, some happiness, and secondly, raise some money for Parkinson's, from which Dave is suffering. So we decided to get one of his songs that he wrote when he was 17 and record it, make a record. We did that. We then got another one of Dave's songs and made a B-side. We pressed it on 7-inch blue vinyl for Chelsea, because he's a Chelsea supporter, and it's out, and today is the day we launched the single into the big wide world, and a lot of people have turned up to support Dave and the record and the whole project. We call it a project of music, friendship and love.
I mean, you can see that in there just by the amount of people that turned up for him. And just tell me a bit about Dave. What is he like as a friend?
A complete rascal. He's always been a rascal. Not only did I go to school with him, we've carried on being close friends. We shared a flat together for many years, and we went on holidays, sailing together and all sorts of things. And wherever I've been, he's been nothing but trouble.
He started getting onset Parkinson's at the age of 30. I mean, it's devastating news for anyone, but to have it at such a young age. When you found out the news, how did that make you feel?
It was a slow shock, if I could describe it like that, because at first he said he's got a form of Parkinson's, so you kind of ignore it a little bit and think, well, it's not real Parkinson's, but it is, and it was. And but Dave was brave enough to be what they call in Parkinson's circles and in the neurological hospitals a pioneer. He had brain surgery which wasn't in common use then, and the surgeons at in Queen Square, the neurological hospital, look up to Dave as being brave enough to have these operations when they weren't in common use. So a lot of people with Parkinson's have got him to thank, him and others like him, for what they did at that time. So he's a special man. We love him to bits. It is a project of music, friendship and love. All those three things are very important in life, more so than ever these days.
reporter Ash Geaney there at the Dave celebration that took place yesterday in Retford to raise money for Parkinson's UK. And the song you just heard there right at the end was a bit of audio of the song Dave wrote when he was 17, which is called Walk With Me. Now, we've got a couple of very special guests joining us very shortly before 8:30. Ros Wells, who's Dave's wife, and Joe Dines, who is the godfather of Dave's son and also co-producer and performer on the record. They'll join us very shortly.